Good morning, good morning, good morning. How's everybody doing this amazing Thursday morning? This week went by so fast, so fast. Good morning, everybody. We have a rainy day. It's raining, it's cloudy. It is, I don't know if it's Sleepy Hollow out there, but it's definitely rainy, cloudy, and cold. For sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Let's see who's in the building. Good morning, Linda. Linda said, I am blessed. Hallelujah. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, Tiffany. I am blessed and highly favored. Yes. Good morning, Lakeisha Keisha. Good morning, Sandra. Sandra is blessed. Lakeisha is blessed. Crystal, good morning. She's blessed. Good morning, Deltra. Deltra is blessed. Yes, yes, yes. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Janae. You guys already know what to do. Hit the thumbs up first, and then tell me you blessed in the chat. Let me know you blessed in the chat. It's raining here too. In bed with a migraine. Oh, see. You called out on a good day. Well, not a good day because you got a migraine. Migraines, I told you I hate when my head hurts because it makes every single thing hurt. And I'm not about all of that. I'm not all about that. So how's everybody doing? Besides being blessed, how's your day going so far? How much did you get done this morning? I struggled to get up. I got up and then I went back to sleep. Well, I went back to bed. Good morning, Kay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. She says she is blessed this thankful Thursday. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, I went right back to sleep. Well, lay down, and then I got up and it was 6-ish. And then I did my Bible app and then painted bath bombs. So that's what I did this morning. I painted my I don't know what I'm gonna call it. I was gonna call it Funny Valentine, but Funny Valentine insinuates, like you listen to the song, it insinuates that this person is ugly. So wow. So I think I am going to call it maybe Secret Valentine or something. Some kind, maybe a love letter. I don't know. I'm going to call it something like that. But I painted it. It's real cute. It has the envelope. It has some hearts on it. And it has a teddy bear. So I did that. And I also recorded myself doing it so I could have some content. Because you know, content, you guys. Content. So yeah, I taped it this morning. Good morning, Yolanda. Good morning. I'm headed to take my son to the doctor. Yes, I'm sure we were late. Yes, 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 and yes, cousin. Yes, yes, yes. Face BA. Thank you. Yolanda says she blessed. That's right. All right, y'all. So I have a poem that I was trying to get to and I didn't get to it. But before we do that, we are on day 4 of the affirmations. Day 4. Day 4. I was saying these affirmations all morning. All morning. Today I am only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Today, I'm only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Today, I am only available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. And we are on day 4. Day 4. Yeah, I've been slipping on the content. Let me tell y'all something. When y'all looking at your website and y'all saying sales ain't coming in, just saying. Just saying that content need to be popping. If that content ain't popping, at least let the emails be popping. So if you slipping on the content, but the emails is going, that's okay. Amen, 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 amen. Yes, if you slip on your content, at least get the conversation going. At least get the stories popping. You got to stay top of mind. You have to stay top of mind. And if you want it to grow, you're going to have to dedicate yourself to you're going to have to dedicate yourself to content. You're going to have to dedicate yourself to your customers, and you're going to have to approach it like an athlete is approaching, the championship. So they really trying to get a position, and you know how they 24 hours training. That's how you need to be. Not 24 hours legit, but you know what I'm saying? They're consistently training. It's all about the training and the mindset, and everything is just like the goal, right? And so that's what we need to think when we are trying to get our business off the ground, and we see that the sales is trickling, they're not even trickling in anymore, then that means we need to go harder and not wait until they just stop in order to keep on going. Don't wait until everything is just like at a standstill and be like, oh yeah, I got to do this now, I got to hustle up. No, if you're consistently doing it, you don't have to hustle up, because you're already laying the foundation for what you're trying to achieve, right? So yes, yes, and yes, everybody. Yes, yes, and yes. Can't wait for the live tonight with Jasmine. Yes, yes, yes. It's gonna be popping. Don't get me started about the emails. Oh, the Clavio. I thought Jasmine, we were supposed to have a whole conversation. We had a conversation about something else. I say that every morning. Wrote that quote all around my room. Okay, yes, let's go, Linda. Hey, LaRonda, look, babes. Do you see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? If you guys don't even know, if you don't know, the SoCal Sunset candle from LaRonda, 17th Avenue L. When I tell you it's amazing, it's amazing. I got the cathedral ceilings, or the loft, whatever you call those ceilings, right? I think it's cathedral ceilings. And it fills up the whole entire house. The whole entire house. So she did her thing with the candle. She did. So yes, SoCal Sunset. So if y'all want to get that candle, I'm just saying. It's dope. All right. So good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Remember, we are on day 4. Today, I am available for my expectations to be exceeded. Miracles and abundance flows to me with ease. Day 4. Day 4. Anytime you're struggling with something, just let it go, so you can occupy your mind with something else, right? Instead of occupying your mind with worry, occupy your mind with the affirmation. Yes, yes, and yes. Everybody put a 1 in the chat. Put a 1 in the chat. 30 days. And don't forget when good things are happening, write it down in a journal. Just so that you can keep on bringing more good things in, right? We want to start the effect. Everybody put 1s in the chat. 1s in the chat. 1s in the chat. 1s in the chat. All right. So the book that we're reading, or the book that I am rereading, is Building Your Story Brand. That book is amazing. You can listen to it on YouTube. And also, This is Marketing. You can also listen to that on YouTube. So it's about to be lit, y'all. I was listening to it yesterday, and they had this thing. He has worksheets and everything like that for you to do in the on his site, right? And so I thought it would be so dope if we did, like, because he was saying you got to do a brainstorming session, and you got to solve problems and all this other stuff. And I was like, it would be so dope if we did a whole like group session, so that you could get the objective of other people looking at your product, so that you're not just assuming what people are thinking about your product. You could get the objective of the other members in the society, and you'll be able to build your pitch, right? So I thought that would be really good. So I'm just saying, to help you build your brand story, I'm gonna see what time or when we could do something like that, but I think it'd be a good idea, so that you could get people's input, and then you can help other people, right? Good morning, Danny. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What you guys think? You think that's a good idea? Yes or no? Yes or no. Put a yes or no. Is it a good idea, or would you like to do it on your own? Because you can't, and I'll even give you the template so that you could do it yourself. Good morning, Nessa. Good morning. I will give you the template so that you could fill it out. I'm gonna put the template up anyway, but your brand script, I'm gonna put this in maybe I'll put this in a Facebook group. But what I'm gonna say, you're gonna fill all this stuff out, but you can have the opinion. Everybody's like, okay, so we could all be writing what we think, and then we say it out loud and see if we get the picture, if you summarize it properly, and not properly, but if you summarize it enough where the message is still clear and it's not too long. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Name the book again. You're Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. And it looks like this. Building a Story Brand by Donald Miller. And you could get and again, it's on YouTube, so you can get it for free on YouTube. So you can listen to it for free on YouTube. Yes, yes, yes. All right. So I work on that on my end. And the poem that I wanted you to say to you guys, remember I was trying to do this poem since Monday. So the poem that I've been trying to get to is from Walter D. Wintle. Walter D. Wintle. And it says, if you think you are beaten, you are. If you think you dare not, you don't. If you like to win but think you can't, it's almost certain that you won't. If you think you'll lose, you're lost. For out of the world we find, success begins with a fellow's will. It's all in the state of mind. If you think you're outclassed, you are. If you've got to think high to rise, you got to be sure of yourself before you can even win a prize. Life's battles don't go to the stronger or faster man, but soon or late, the man who wins is the man who thinks he can. So if you think you're going to fail, you're going to fail. If you think you're going to win, you will win, right? So it's all about the state of mind. So if you know that you could win, then that's all you need. But if you're continuously thinking that you're going to fail and you're going to lose, you're going to lose. So a lot of people they're fearful about doing something because they're going to fail. There's nothing wrong with the failure. Remember, I said a quote. I think I said it on Monday or Tuesday from Thomas Edison about 10,000 ways of to find out how to do the light bulb, and he was like, it wasn't 10,000 ways that I failed. It was 10,000 ways that I found. I successfully found that didn't work. Right? So he still was successful. He just know that those ways didn't work. Right? And so instead of looking at it, it's the way you looking at it, is your perspective. So if you're looking at it as, oh, I keep on failing, I'm failing, I'm failing, I'm failing. If you continue to look at it like that, then you're going to say to yourself that you are a failure. And if you think that you are a failure, you're going to be a failure, right? But if you're saying that, okay, I found out, okay, so this doesn't work, but I found out in doing that this way that this other way was even better than what I was even thinking. And wow, I really can't believe that I did that. You're going to be able to win all the time, right? So it's all about your mindset. And this is why we talk about not just business, but getting into the mindset, because it's the mindset that is going to take you to the next level. Because if you think small, you're going to be small. If you think big and grand, you can be big and grand, right? And so it's all about what's in your mind. So this poem, it was in the book, I forgot, from Kubi Springer. And she said, and I was like, oh, that's really good. I think I want to use that poem. And it's really good. So I'm going to definitely put this in the Facebook group too. I'm gonna definitely put that one in the Facebook group, because you guys got to get it in your head. Stop being scared to put your product out there. Stop being scared to put your business out there. Stop being scared. Like it's if you're not going to do the business, then you could put that time and focus on something that you really care about and want to do, right? But the thing about business is you got to feel the fear and do it anyway, because when you're in business, there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be a little harder and harder and harder. And some things may be easy to get over and some things are not. Some things are going to be a challenge and some things are not, right? But the thing is, it's still going to be rewarding. It's still going to be worth it if you get through it, if you get past it. That's with anything. That we talk about this when you're working out. When you're working out, sometimes you may not even get through the first workout. Sometimes you're like, oh my goodness, you might stop within 5 minutes and say, I can't do this. But then if you try again tomorrow, maybe tomorrow you could get 10 minutes, right? And maybe the next day you get 15 minutes. And then maybe the next day you get 20. So it's all about pushing through it anyway, because it's going to be uncomfortable. And when things are uncomfortable, just know that you are growing, right? So it is going to be uncomfortable. You're not going to ever feel ready to do something, ever, 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 ever. You're never going to feel ready. You're always going to be like, wait a minute, I need a few minutes. Wait a minute, I needed this. Wait a minute. It's always going to be that. But you just gotta say, you know what? Let me push past it. Good morning, Michelle. Good morning, good morning, good morning. You got to push past that fear, because that fear is going to keep you in a stronghold, and that is not what we need. We need to be able to get this ball rolling, get this product out there, get this message out there, share your thing with the world, and fix it on the way. and fix it on the way. You may not have the best graphics right now. Your logo may not be the best right now. And that's okay, because it can get better. Maybe you don't have the funding for you to, go as grand as you want. Well, then don't go as grand as you want. Maybe go smaller. And then once you got some money in your pocket, then do the big thing. Right? A lot of you guys are stopping because it don't look like the way I want it to look. It ain't doing, but do something. But do something, because if you're doing something, that's closer than doing nothing. You're getting closer to your goal, then then you're getting further away from it. Because if you don't do anything, you're pushing yourself backwards. Yes, yes, and yes. I'm not scared. It's this website. I should have been popping. Okay. I'm not scared. It's this website. I should have been popping. People, wait. I should have been popping. People telling me they charging. Wait, what? $1,000 to do a website. Oh no. Be there tonight. Be there tonight. Jasmine will be on tonight. She will be able to help you. I feared doing my live yesterday and think, oh yes, how did your launch go, Trina? I feared doing my live yesterday and things definitely didn't go as I wanted, but I see what I will need to do better for the next time. Yes. Yes. And that's the way you look at it, because it's about the outlook. Because if you look at it like, I know I could do better, next time when you get on there, you're going to do better. Next time when you like, okay, so this is what I need. Maybe I need everything in front of me. Okay, I know what I'm going to say. Da 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 da. I got my talking points just in case nobody joining in on the live with me, and I'm able to just boom, 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 boom. You get in, get out, right? Get in and get out. Feel the fear and do it anyway. Someone asked me what I'm going to do if my business fail. I said I can't relate. Hello, hello, hello. That's right. I can't relate. There's so many resources out here to be better and do better. That's absolutely right. Absolutely. I needed to hear this. Thank you. Hello, Shaniqua. Hello, hello, hello. Yes and yes. Oh, I was slightly disappointed, but everybody jumped on my case and told me it was fine. You and that's another thing. Don't tell people that you messed up. Don't tell people it didn't go the way you wanted it. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't tell people that. They don't know. They're looking at what you're giving them, right? They don't know that you didn't say what you wanted to say and show what you wanted to show, and they don't know that. Do a part two. Do a part two. It's a, it's a lit party now, right? Let's do a part two and fix it. So whatever you did wrong in the first one, you could fix, right? You could definitely fix. So yesterday we was talking about where we want people to join in on our journey, right? And so because you want it to be a relatable story, and you also want to make sure that you're not going into certain parts of your life that you don't want people in, right? You don't want the story to be going all over the place. You want it to be general. You want to be clear, and you want everything to just be quick, because they're not going to be paying attention to you if you're telling a whole long story with all the details in your story. So you just got to know how to take the good points out, or the transformational points out, and then tell your story, right? And so that is what we're going to be talking about in the doing the live together, is like how to make the story. A lot of us have stories and it's a long story, right? But how can we shorten up the story and still hit the points? So we're gonna go over that, right? And so I want you guys to know that the story needs to be, we're talking about that now. The story needs to be simple. It needs to be simple, and it needs to be clear. They need to know what you're doing. They need to know what you're selling, and they need to know what you want them to do, right? They need to know these things, because they're going by. If you don't have a place for them to go, they're going to be gone. If you don't have a thing for them to do, they're going to go to the next thing. In the book, Donald Miller was talking about, he was looking for somebody to do his graphics. And so the person who he normally uses was, had other projects, and he wasn't able to do it. And so he said he had to outsource it. And so he was looking to outsource it. And the company that he was going to use, they had amazing graphics, and their work was impeccable, and it was just amazing. But on their website, they had all this beautiful work, but there was nowhere for him to get in touch with them. There was nowhere for him to schedule a call. There was no way for him to do anything. They had all this beautiful work, but they had nowhere for him to go. And so while he was looking at it, he was like, well, how am I supposed to get in contact with you? I really love the work. Like, what am I supposed to do? They didn't have a clear call to action. So then he looked at a competitor, and their work was not as good as the first company. The work wasn't as good. And so he said, but they had a clear call to action. They told him, you like what you see, you want to schedule a call, do you want to do this, do you want to do that? He said they had a clear call to action, and so he knew exactly what he had to do and how he needed to show up so that he can get the service done, where the other people were not clear at all. But he did like the other people's work, and he didn't try to make it work. And see, this is what we're doing as business owners. We're trying to make things work for our customers, make them work. Actually, we're trying to make them work to figure out what our message is, what we want them to do, how are we going to serve them. They have to think about it, right? They don't want to think about it. This is not their thing. It's your thing. And so you're going to have to be clear about how you want to get that whatever you want that call to action to be. How do you want them to move through your website? How do you want them to move through your branding? How do you want them to move through telling the story to somebody else? Or how do you want them to sell the product to somebody else if they're talking about it, right? If you inform them and if you give them information about a product, and if you keep on giving them information about a product, they will remember what you want them to say, right? They will remember the values and things like that of your company, because they remember you saying those things. So when I saying yesterday, stop acting like people, you said it once and you don't have to say it again. I said, keep on saying it. Well, this is the reason why, right? Because you want to train people to know what your product does and what you want them to do with it. Yes, yes, and yes. And so, all of that to say, we need to be clear about where we want our customers to go and what we want them to see and how we want them to move through our site. Right? Okay. All right. See you, Janae. Because we're assuming people already know what we want them to do. We're assuming people should know, my son had eczema. We're assuming that people know these things. They may have heard it, but you got new people coming in, and then you also have people that need to be reminded, right? Because maybe somebody just told them that they have eczema, and you know what, if you use this soap, this will work. If you use this lotion bar, this will work. Nikki was telling a story about her son. He had these dry patches on her on his back, on his side, and so she used the lotion bar, and the lotion bar really works. So maybe you should try Bubble Babes and get a lotion bar for the eczema, because she said it really works. And then you know what else you should use? The oatmeal soap, because that's the soap she made for her son. I keep drilling in that my oatmeal and honey soap is the first soap that I made. I keep drilling in that when I made soap from scratch, that's my goal was to make that soap for my son, because my son was using, I didn't know if the soap was irritating his skin. I didn't know what was irritating him. So that is the first soap that I made, and it was for him. That I started the company because I was looking for a recipe. I was looking for something that didn't have steroid cream, that involved steroids or chemicals, right? So you guys know that, and you guys know that here, because I say that again. I repeat that, right? So whenever that situation should arise, people are going to remember those stories, right? Because in order for you to sell a product, you got to tell a good story. And then when you're telling the story, they envision it in their head. So I'm saying the story, right? And you may think I'm bored or whatever, but every time you say it, I'm getting a picture of it. I'm getting the image of the story, right? I'm imagining you and your son with the eczema. I'm imagining you searching for recipes and trying things. I'm imagining you putting it on their skin. I'm imagining the whole story, right? And that is why it is important for you guys to keep on telling your story, because you want people, you don't say something one time and think they're going to get it, right? You keep on saying it because they're going to be advocates for you, right? They love your product. They're going to advocate for you. They're going to tell their friends about it, again, because people like us do things like this. So they're going to share it with people whenever that should arise. Whenever somebody talks about cleaning their makeup brushes or anything like that, My loyal customers would say, have you tried? And they will go to other people's videos. If somebody's talking about, oh, this is how I wash my brushes. I wash my brushes with dish detergent and olive oil, and this is how I do it, and da 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 da. My loyal customers will tell them, hey, have you heard about Bubble Babe's bath company? Because their brush soap is all natural. You don't even have to do all of that. You don't have to put all those chemicals and stuff on your brushes. It's not good for your face. You could probably break out. My customers say this, and they say this because I drill it in their heads, right? And I don't do it with the intention of drilling it in their heads. I do it with the intention, like, this is the first time somebody's going to hear this information. So when they talk about it, they're able to give the whole spiel about what my soap does. They're able to say it'll clean, condition, sanitize all in one step. It helps your brushes dry faster. It's the only soap that I use. And that is what you want. You want your customers to in turn be your advocates, and they're going out into the world selling your product. And word of mouth is the best advertising, because you like, well, you really tried this, so I'm gonna believe you. As it's better than reading a review, right? Because if somebody is suggesting it to you, then they actually are telling you from their own, and this somebody their own experience, right? Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. Yes, yes, and yes, y'all. So yesterday we were also talking about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, right? I don't know, my ears itching. And so your product has to invoke something that a human deems one of these things in order for them to use their hard-earned money to buy your stuff. Because again, nobody needs a $30 soap, right? But if you want an all natural soap that's not going to break you out, and it's going to dry your, it's going to make your brush cleaning shorter, right? And so you don't have to spend all day washing your brushes. It's going to dry your brushes faster. You paying for the convenience of it. You paying for the all natural part of it. You're paying for it to not break you out. So you're buying the solution, right, to your problem. And that's what our products are. And so in order for somebody to buy your product, it has to touch on one of these following things, right? So self-actualization, the desire to be the best that you can be. Does your product help somebody become better? What does your product do, right? Yes, it's a candle. Yes, it's a soap. Yes, it's a t-shirt. Yes, it's a poncho. Yes, it's a hat. Yes, it's some resin. Yes. But what could it do? What kind of problem can that solve? Right? Because it's not about them needing the thing. It's about something that's internal to them. Right? So your esteem, respect, self-esteem, recognition. It could be a status thing. People buy certain expensive cars because it's not about the car. It's about the status. It's about what it looks like you have. It's about, you know what I'm saying? It's about the image that people want people to see. So if I see you have a luxury car, then that must mean you have money, right? If you have a luxury car, that must mean you're successful. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about that. The strength and the freedom. So does it fall in any of those categories? Like, is it help you to be financially free? Does it help you to have freedom to be at home with your children? Does it help you to be free to start your business? Does it help you to, be free of debt? Like those type of things. It has to fall into something in these categories, because these are the categories that people feel are important to them, right? Love and belonging, friendship, intimacy, family, sense of connection, tribe, community. Everybody likes to be a part of something. If you have a business, you need to make them into a community. You need to make sure that they know that they are a part. They belong here. People who belong here are called whatever you call your people that shop with you. People who belong here do things like this. People that belong here wear things like this, wash with things like that. Go to classes like this. People that belong here do things like this, right? So, your safety, personal security, employment. Are you worried about your job? Are you worried about losing your job? Are you worried about losing your home? Like, that people care about those things because these things are important to them, right? Your resources, your health, for sure, your health, right? People are definitely, can you make me healthier? Can you, and then the results got to be fast, right? So can you give me ways that I could lose weight faster? Can you give me ways that I could achieve this faster? Can you give me a way that I could wash my brushes faster? Can you give me a way that I could get rid of these dry patches faster? Can you give me a way that I could create this look faster? Can you give me a way that I could save money and create this look, right? So it's not about your thing. So that part has to get out of your mind. It's not about the thing. It's about what you can do, how it's going to help them, how it's going to serve them, be better, do something quicker, eliminate the long wait, eliminate the long time, and you could just figure out a way to simplify from point here to from point A to point B. If you could figure out a way to simplify that, that is what they want. They want that solution. That's right. I love my BBU tribe. NBCMCA. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. And so physiological needs, air, water, shelter, sleep, clothing, reproduction. So what does, think about it, think about it. And I'm going to put my notes in Facebook, so don't worry about it. But think about where can you touch on with your products so that you're actually touching a nerve. Nobody wants to hear you talk about your product all day long. Nobody want to hear you talk about candles and soaps and stuff all day long, unless it has something to do with them, unless it's going to help them be better, unless it's going to help them achieve something quicker. That's the only time when they're going to relate to your product, right? And so you need to start figuring out, stop just throwing up your products on your Instagram and stop just throwing up your stuff and sending out emails when you're having a sale and when you're doing stuff like that. Think about how can you touch on any emotional, connection. What can you touch on, right? Don't just post your candles. What about your candles? Put yourself in the situation. Again, it's all about the storytelling. I have an appointment. All right, Kay. Have a great day. Nikki, check your DM. Okay. It's all about the storytelling. If you put the image in, if you put the story in their head, they're going to imagine it. Right? Hey, Yazzie Faye, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. If you put the story in their head, they're going to imagine it. If you start painting the picture, they'll start imagining it being in their lives, right? How it could be better in their lives. How can they, how can they use it for themselves? You stage your products because you want people to imagine it being in their place, right? You don't just throw something up. People put something up and like, oh, it don't look right in my house. And they want to know that this is going to look great in my house. This piece is going to make it work. This is going to make all of the other pieces come together. This is going to make everything, you know what I'm saying? That's how people are looking at it. So you got to make sure that you're connecting with your customers in that way, right? Stop thinking about it as just being the product and think about how you can make that product an emotional attachment or an emotional connection to the product, right? And so I'm not going to say does any of it because it has to. So have you thought of a way to make the connection with your product and the needs, with the product and the needs? Say yes if you did, no if you didn't. Make the connection. Yes or no? Yes or no? Did you make the connection? And then also it's a thin line, right? Because you don't want to talk too much. And I don't mean repeating it. I mean having a long story, right? You don't want it to be too long where they, like I said yesterday, is it a movie that people are going to, they don't want to watch, they don't understand? Like, what is your movie? Is it too long? Is it too long and people trying to leave the theater because they not interested in the movie? Do they not know what's going on? Are they watching the movie and there's all kinds of action and all kinds of stuff moving around in the movie, but they have no idea what's going on? Like, what is your brand about? What is the story that your brand is telling? What is your movie that your brand is telling? Like, what is that? What is your movie about? Working on it. Yes, yes, yes. What is the connection? What is your movie about? How can you make it exciting? Right? Yes, it's just soap, but this is my freedom, right? Yes, this is just a candle, But this is allowing me to have freedom to be home with my children and do what I need to for my children and work on my passion. This is my passion is to make beautiful things. I love to make beautiful things, and I love to have people use my beautiful things in their homes because I think it'll look so nice and elegant. Da 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 da. Right? Yes, 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 Miss Lois. So you have to make sure that there is a connection, right? We have to make sure that we are connecting, and we also have to make sure that it's not too long and boring. And then we want to make sure that the message is clear. Okay? The message has to be clear. They cannot be thinking either or, this or that, could be this, interpret that. This is not up for interpretation. What is the messaging about your brand? They need to know that. They need to know that. Is it about the quality? Is it because you sourced it a certain way? Is it because it has a certain look? It burns a certain type of way. Like, what is it? It has to be crystal clear. It has to be crystal clear, right? I only use organic products I only use organic ingredients in my products because I feel that it's something that you're going to put on your skin, you're going to leave on your skin. And I think that we all would say, we can't get new skin. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. You come up with something, but you just make it clear and make it something that is going to be catchy. They're going to remember, not something that's going to be boring and something that's going to sound like somebody else and some, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's got to be something that is clear, but it's catchy. Clear and catchy. I need to write that down. I don't even have a pen. Oh, yes, I do. Clear and catchy. Right? Because this person next to you, she sells candles. This person next to you, she sells soaps. This person next to you, she sells. So how can you be something that people are going to remember? Right? Yes, I make candles, but yes, I make soaps, but right? The messaging needs to be clear. Clear and catchy, right? And these are the things that you need to answer when you are thinking about your stuff. I only use organic and vegan products because of my mature skin. And that's a dope place. And that's where you start. And that's where you start. And not only is organic and vegan good for you, but this is also great for, it's not only good for mature skin, but this is also great for babies. Because if you want to be careful about the things that you're putting on a baby's delicate skin. You know what I'm saying? These things, it goes into safety, right? It goes into safety. It goes into love. It goes into family, right? I want to make sure that my family is taken care of. I want to make sure that my family is putting the best thing on their skin. You're absolutely right. This is why I will buy your stuff over going to the store and buying Dove, because your stuff is organic and vegan, and you say that it's great for my children's skin because I care about what I put on their skin. Oh yeah, I definitely want to use that. Your messaging is different. Yeah, they can go to the store and buy $1.99 soap, but that $1.99 soap is not doing the same thing that your soap is doing. So we need to be clear on how we are telling the story, because again, people are going to imagine what this product is going to do for them, right? They're imagining that. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yes, and yes. So the things that you need to answer, I got me notes, the things you want to answer is, what does the customer want? What do they want? What is the problem that you're helping them solve? Right? And the problem is just not going to be a physical thing. It may be, it's not maybe, it will be something internal, right? So yes, I have dry, right now I have dry, I don't know what this is right now. I think I have a reaction to citric acid. And so what I've been putting on my skin right now is my makeup remover, and that soothes it because this is irritating, right? And so the makeup remover is soothing it. And I'm like, oh, I think I just found a way, because I was putting a lotion bar on it, but it still was feeling a little tingly. And then I started putting the makeup remover on it, and it feels really good. It feels really soft, and it feels like it don't have the irritation, right? So when I put it on, it feels calmed. And so I was like, oh, I might have found another reason to be, to use my makeup remover, because if your skin has irritation, when your skin is irritated and it's itching and it's burning and it's tingly, right? You looking for something that's going to soothe that. I may have just found a product, right? But you're solving an internal thing. So the internal thing is that I'm uncomfortable. The internal thing is that I don't like the way it looks. So I'm feeling self-conscious about it. The internal thing, you know what I'm saying? So think about that thing, because yes, you're solving a problem on the outside, but you're also solving something that's going to soothe them on the inside, which is going to actually be the thing that they need, because that's what they want. They want to solve the internal problem, right? They want to solve the internal problem. Yes, I have eczema, but the thing about my eczema is I'm only self-conscious about my eczema. I'm not talking about me. I'm doing a hypothetical. The problem with my eczema is that it's on parts of my body, and I can't wear certain types of clothes because I don't want people to look at it, because they might think that I have whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they might think it's contagious, and I feel like an outcast or whatever, right? And so you're solving an internal problem, because now you're selling them the confidence, right? You'll now be able to do these things. You'll now be able to wear these things because I'm going to help you solve this problem. And so that inner problem is going to be solved, and that is going to connect them, because now they feel like, oh, wow, now I could try that product, right? I deal with others selling the same products, but I tell about the benefits of the ingredients. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. It's a reason why people buy organic. It's a reason why people do vegan products. And that could also be it's a status thing too, right? Because I'm vegan. This is what vegans do, right? This is how we operate. This is what we do, right? We don't do the things that everybody else do. We operate on a different level. And so since we operate on a different level, it's harder to find products for us that are really good for us, or products that are quality. It's hard for us to find those things. And you know what you say? It's not, you found the right person, because that's what I have. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is not going to be that, but you'll be able to connect with them, right? And so the questions you need to ask is what your customer wants, problems that you're helping them solve, and what would life look like after they purchase your product, or after they used your product, or after they use your services. What would life be like for them? Would life be better? Would their skin be better? Would they be more confident? Would they be beautiful? Would they be more beautiful? Would their brushes be cleaner? Would their skin be cleaner? Would their hair be cleaner? Would their hair be grow? Like, would their hair grow? Like, what would your product do? How would it serve them? I also tell my customers I use my products and my age, and some will buy 2 of my soaps. That's right. That's right. I definitely do that. Hey Pam, good morning, good morning, good morning. I do that too, because I'm like, people like, Nikki, you're not your age. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. And what do you use? My stuff. Remember, I was telling y'all the story of my friend saying why I wash my face on camera so much. He's like, we seen you wash your face already. Why do you continue to do that on your stories? Because I sell soap. I sell soap and I use my soap. So why wouldn't I do that? Because what else should I put on my story? What else should be on my story than me using my products? Because if I'm using it, that means they got to be good, right? If I'm using them on my skin and I'm showing you how good they work, then you automatically know. If they work on me, then maybe I should try it, because she uses it religiously. Like, sometimes she's on here twice a day washing off her stuff. Sometimes she's on here wiping off her makeup twice a day. You know what I'm saying? And she still uses it, and she wipes off her makeup, and she still uses the soap, and she still uses that serum. And her skin is, look at her skin, and she zooms into her skin, so it must be good. I mean, I need to use that because I want my skin. A lot of the times when people, and just like Miss Lois was saying, a lot of the times when people buy my serum, if I'm on like my stories or whatever, when they're buying it, they're like, because I want my skin to look like yours. That's what people say. So do you want people to imagine what their life could be like using your products? So I'm gonna give you a little bird's eye view as to what I do, and then you're seeing yourself as me putting the product on you, because this is what the results are that you want. Yes, these are the results that you want in your real life. So you thinking, if I'm using this, it must be good. She uses it every day, it's got to be good. Every day I see her and her skin still looks the same every single day. It must be good. Yes, Nikki, you definitely don't look 55, right? I don't look 55 at all. because Lois, honey, I don't know your age, but you look good, boo, right? And she does, and her skin is flawless, right? And so you don't have to do all of that. You don't have to struggle to make it look good. And then even if you, let's say I don't even call that into myself, but let's say somebody with problematic skin started using their stuff, right? People are going to say they're going to trust you anyway because it's yours, right? You're using your own stuff. How are they going to trust you? You saying, oh, I could clear up your acne, but you're using other products. You're using products from some other company. So if your products work, then why aren't you using your own? Right? If your products work and you're using somebody else's, why should I even believe that your products is going to work? Because you're not using them. You're using something else. Now, if you have problematic skin and you was using your products on it and then your skin start clearing up, you got a whole testimony right there, right? You got a whole story to tell, because now people could see, oh, I was breaking out like crazy. I had dark spots, I had acne, I had whiteheads, blackheads, I had all this stuff going on my skin, but I use my products, and people are going to be like, oh, I believe it now. I believe that your products work because I saw the process. This is how people need to see your stuff, right? People need to see your stuff. They need to see you using it. How could you be a candle company and you using other people's candles? I'm burning other people's candles. No, I'm going to be burning my stuff, and you want to see my stuff. Except for LeBron, I don't have candles. So I'm burning LaRonda's candle, right? I'm going to burn it. I could do it because I'm trying to promote a friend or doing something like that. I could do that. Or I could be talking about, somebody else's stuff just because I want to share the love. I could do that. But if you make something, then why aren't you setting the scene with your stuff? If you burn a candle in the kitchen, then why aren't you placing your candle on wherever you place your candles, and do a whole content piece about you putting it in the spaces? People like us do things like this. People who put candles in the kitchen are going to say, oh, you know what? I seen such and such candle company, and they put this in the kitchen, and they used whatever scent. And you can say, I like this scent because it helps to take the scent of the food away, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? It masks the scent of the onions, and the, you know what I'm saying? Like, you could say something like that, and people are like, oh, what? You know what? I cook with onions all the time, and I can't get that onion smell out the kitchen. You saying if I put this candle in the kitchen, it's gonna take that onion smell away? They're going to see that. Not if you take somebody else's candle and put it in there and you saying, no, this takes the onion scent away, but you want them to buy your candle. And they like, well, why? I'm going to buy that candle you just put in there. What company you said that was from? It wasn't yours, right? So where did you get that candle again from? How much was that candle? They're going to be more intrigued by the other thing that they put up instead of your stuff. So make sure that you put your stuff up everywhere that you see. If you know, I know Tiffany, she making the massage soaps. Tiffany, put that soap in the shower. Put that soap in the bathroom. You could be massaging your husband. I mean, not massaging, but you could be putting the soap on your husband's back because he had a hard day at work and he needs this massage. His back is sore or whatever. And you could be soaping him up with the massage and showing how to use it so people could imagine themselves doing that, right? Because this is going to create that connection. This is going to create your people buying from you and creating loyal customers, and then also seeing the need for them to have that thing, even though they don't necessarily need that. They could use anything else in the world, but you want them to use your stuff. You want them to use your stuff, right? And so you want them to see that. Oh, I never had a massage soap before. Oh my God, I think I need to try that. Because you know what? After the gym, my legs are sore. You know what? I think I might need that because that might feel good on my thighs when I just finished working out. It's leg day. That might feel great. You know what I'm saying? You gotta touch on those emotions, right? Yes, it's just a soap. But I'm selling you comfort now. I'm selling you relief right now. I'm selling you a massage right now. I'm selling you a de-stressor right now. I'm selling you something. People are struggling with their money, right? But if they're struggling, that doesn't mean that they're not going to buy the things that they like. They're still going to figure out a way to buy the things that they like. And you want to be on the list of the things that they like. Have a good day, Sunzi. I love you. So you want to be on the things that you want to be on that list, right? So I missed some stuff. Let me see. Y'all need to get Nikkie's products if you don't make Bath and Body, okay? I'm not telling you what I heard. I'm telling you what I know. Telling you what I know. I'm a walking billboard for my brand. Everyone always asks what lotions and sprays I have on. I smell good. And then you need to put some extra ones in your bag. So you can be like, you want one? $2, whatever, however much money it is for this spray. I said $2. Now don't you sell nothing for $2. But have it with you and be like, here you go. Here's my card. Here's my this. Here's my that. I need to get better with that because I don't walk around with cards at all. Wait, 61, ma'am, you're doing the dang thing. That's right. Yolanda, same, but I make candles. I'm always asked what I'm wearing. I politely pull out my card, hand it over, and say, I'll tell them hand it over as I'm telling them I'm a candle maker. What happened? Oh, what is that? Oh, you just gave me an idea, Nikki. Hey, thank you. You're welcome. I'm selling my products all day long. All day long. All day long. Yes, Nikki, I love it. That's right. People buy what they want. They will find money to buy what they want. And if you don't make a connection, they're not going to buy your thing. They're going to scroll past you and go to the next person. And the next person may be selling the same thing that you have, but that person has a call to action. They know about it. They know what this person is doing. They could imagine themselves, oh, that looks so gorgeous. That looks so pretty. Oh, that would look nice in my bathroom. I think I'm going to get that. And they just saw it on your page, but they're not going to buy it from you because you're not clear with your messaging. You're not showing them how they could, picture their lives better with it. And you're not giving them any reason to want to buy it, right? But that next person may be doing all of those things and that person gets the sale and you do not, right? So you got to work on that. And this is a main reason, one of the main reasons why you need to be producing content. You have free access to do on any platform. It's free. You're able to tell your story for free. You're able to connect with people all over the world for free. And so they need to hear what you have. You don't have to worry about being in a magazine. You don't have to worry about putting an ad in the paper. You don't have to worry about having a commercial on the TV. You don't have to worry about all those things. All those things cost a lot of money previously, right? Those things cost a lot of money. Now we have these ways to do this stuff for free, and we need to get on it before they start charging for certain things. We already got Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, all of them now, they're starting to charge for ads. Not starting, but they've been charging for ads. But you are able to be in front of these people for free. And so you need to be utilizing your free platform to be producing as much information and content that you can, right? And don't overfeed them, right? Don't give them too much. You could drip out the content, drip out the information, give them something. 3 tips on how to make your skin look nice. 3 things on what you could do. 3 things you could purchase at the supermarket that's going to make your skin glow like mine. Or 3 things I didn't know about this. Or 5 things I didn't. All these things you could use. Everybody, I'm stuck on my content. I'm stuck on my content. You stuck on your content because you're not thinking outside of what the product is, right? Because you'll always have content if you are anything, right? You're a parent. You gotta give your kids baths. You gotta take care of your kids. You gotta cook. You gotta work. You gotta do things. All the stuff is still going on. You just gotta take the what's the initiative to take your camera out so you could tape it. And if you think that you're not going to be able to tape every single moment, just think about the times when you're going to be able to use your product in a setting in real life, and then say, okay, so I need to make sure that I got my camera on. Get your tripod ready and just put it on, record and do the thing. Don't worry about coming back and, like kind of like making the edits. Okay, so I did this part, pause. I did this part, pause. Just turn it on and just go and do what you're going to do. And then after you get the video, or after you stop the video, you could break that up into pieces of content, right? And you can edit it then. You don't have to worry about the edit and when you're recording it, right? Initially when you're doing it, you could edit it down afterwards, right? You could repurpose that afterwards. You don't have to worry about doing it right then and there in that moment, right? Let me see what y'all saying. I'm telling you, I know someone who always say he's broke, but he'll find the weed man in 5 minutes. Like I got 5 on it. No. Let me see. That's true. I stand in front of my tables and call them over and stuff. That's right, Miss Lois. That's right. Good morning, Cheryl. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Definitely need to work on connecting my products to my customers' needs and wants. You gave me so much inspiration, and my upcoming content is going to be better because of you. Hey, okay, let's get it. Let's go. Let's get it. Let's go. Again, you can use it. Remember, you had the girl, she was using it on her legs. You could definitely like, oh, I just started working out because, I'm trying to have a hot girl summer or whatever, right? I'm trying to have this. And so my body be so achy and da, 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 da. So this soap bar that I don't even, I don't even understand the magic that's in this bar. Because when I use it on my body, oh my gosh, my body loves me, appreciates me, and thanks me for using this massage bar on my sore, tired muscles, something, right? But it's going, you created a picture, right? Did you imagine me talking about working out and how my body is sore? Could you imagine how your body would feel after you finish working out? Yes. You painted a vivid picture enough for them to see themselves in that image, image, right? So that's what you got to create with your content. You got to give them the story, and in the story they got to feel those emotions, and they also got to see themselves in it. That is going to quickly connect your customer to you. Quickly. And Ms. Lois, you need to be using your products more on your content. You need to be using your products more on your content. Because you want to make sure that every single time you're saying on mature skin, on mature skin, on mature skin, and they'll say, oh my gosh, look at her skin. It could be genetics. It could be whatever, but they don't need to know that. They don't need to know that. They just need to know I got mature skin. You know what? That my mature skin needs that, right? That's what you got to do. And your body firming. Wait. And your body is firming. Yes, and your body is firming, and you're using the massage soap. Okay? Firming up. Got you. Yes, I have so much content. I'm learning and working on breaking down my videos. Yes, break them down. Break them down. Remember, we have the content class. In the content class, I show you how to quickly, easily edit in InShot. Quick and easy. We don't have to worry about transitions. We don't have to worry about, we're going to get with the pieces that we need. We're going to save that one as a draft. We're going to keep the whole long content because we're going to break that down in another way. And then we're going to use that in another video. And we're going to save that as a draft. And then we're going to do that again. And then we're going to put it in the draft again. And then we're going to drip it out. Then we're going to, schedule it out if you need to. Post it when you want to. But you got it. So how's everybody feeling about today's live? How are you feeling about today's live? Do you have a clear picture as to how to tell the story about your content, or how to make it relate to your products, or how can you incorporate the emotion into the product when you're selling it. And I say selling it because when you're posting it, you're posting it with the intent of selling something, right? So is it going to be something that's going to sell them? And you don't have to be like buy, 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 buy. No, no, no. We're gonna just say this product is so I need to use this every day. I need to use it every day. Right? I can't find the content class, Nikki. I was in the class. All right. I thought I sent it to you, but I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. But you can definitely start thinking about ways to incorporate the personal, emotional connection to your customers. Okay, so this question is for you, Miss Lois. Where do you find your vegan and organic products? You mean ingredients, right? The ingredients? Yep. I'll send it to you. So we want to be clear, and this is what I want you to take away from today. And I don't know why I can't read. I'm like, I can't read today. These are the things that you want to answer, the questions you want to answer, right? Consider this every single time. Okay? What your customer wants, the problem you're helping them solve. And remember, think internally as opposed to externally. You're thinking internally, and you want to close it with the external, right? You want to grab them with the internal, but you're going to close it with the external. Yes, yes, and yes. And what would life look like after using your product? How can you make their lives better by having your thing? How can you make their lives better? So what your customer wants, the problem that you're helping them solve, and how can you make their life better by using your thing? Think about those things when you are creating content. Think about those things when you are talking about your products. Think about those things when you're talking about your brands. Think about those things all like that. Those needs to be the 3 questions that you're asking yourself with your products, with the branding. So and your message, the messaging. You want to make sure that you do that. Right? So you guys, did you guys enjoy today's live? Did you enjoy the live? Yes, yes, and yes, or no? Or should we go deeper? I'm going to definitely type up these notes, and they'll be in the Facebook group so that you'll be able to just look over it when you want to. And also, I'm going to put this template in the not the Honor Society. Maybe I will put this template in the Honor Society and put my notes up there. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this because it's gonna be a download. It's a download because it's a lot of pages to write your brand script. And again, this is free. He has it where you can download it from his website. And look, you got your customer transformation, what you want them to do. You want them to buy now. You want them to download a PDF, what you want them to do. Oh, look. Okay. I'm gonna do this real quick. So he has the internal, I'm saying, oh, look, like I haven't seen it, right? He has the internal problems on one side, the external problems, right? So internal is leadership. I'll just put it in there. I'll put it in there because this is going to start a new conversation, and I won't get off. I'll be talking forever. So I'm not going to do that today. I'll probably do it. Well, we're going to it tomorrow. So I'm putting my notes up, and I think I'm going to put the template in the Honor Society. Finally figured out my brand story and how to create better quality content. Come on, Tiffany. Hey, D, good morning. Yes, this was good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And Yolanda, don't forget, put some extra stuff in your bag. Put some extra stuff in your bag. I purchased my product with affordable ABS quality in mind. Such as, okay, Sam's Club, Amazon, grocery stores, etc. Will it be in the Facebook group? Yes, I'm about to type it up now so I can put it in the group. Good morning, LaWanda. Good morning. When will the Honor Society be accepting new students? New students. Hopefully, I'm up and running, ready to go by Sunday because we got a class on Sunday. You guys, if you're interested in the melt and pour class, I am going to be doing a melt and pour. I'm doing a melt and pour soap class on Sunday at 7 p.m. And if you are in the beginning stages and you would like to learn something you want to add to your product line, especially if you make candles or something you want to add to your candle suite, to your product suite, or you make products already, but you just didn't know how to make melt and pour soap, or you want to do embeds and things like that, we're going to discuss that on Sunday. So if you want to join us, it's a free class. I'm leaving it open to everybody. Well, everybody who's in the Facebook group. The link is in the Facebook group now for you to register for the Zoom. Anybody who goes to the Facebook group can take the class. You don't necessarily, you don't have to be in an honor society to take this class. You only have to be a part of the private Facebook group. And in order to get into the private Facebook group, just go on Facebook and go to Bubble Babes University. And don't go to the public one. Good, sign up for the private one, and that way you'll be able to see the event, sign up for it and everything. The product list, the supplies list is in there as well. If you don't have melt and pour soap and you need to go somewhere and get some soap, you can go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's really fast. It's my bad because I was supposed to put the flyer up 2 weeks ago and I didn't. I just mentioned that we were doing it, and so my bad. But yes and yes. So that's all I got for y'all today. That's all I got today. How do I get the template you just mentioned for branding? I am going to, you could actually, we're reading the book, actually, Lawanza. The book is called Your Brand Story. So the book is by, not the book. I already said that. It's by Donald Miller. And you can listen to it if you want to on YouTube. If you purchase the book, you're able to go to the website and download the templates. So it's Your Brand Story, Building Your Brand Story by Donald Miller. And that is all I got for y'all this morning. That's all I got for y'all today. I will see you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys tonight because tonight we're going live with Jasmine, and Jasmine is going to help you guys to get all the things that you need for your website, to get your website popping. And so she'll be on tonight at 7 p.m. So I'll be back on YouTube tonight with Jasmine from HeyJasmineAlyssa.com, and she is going to be sharing her graphics and also apps and things like that that you can incorporate and integrate into your website that's going to help you help it work seamlessly. Had to think about how I was going to say it. Work so your website can work seamlessly. And so join us tonight. You'll get an email 6:45. There will be an email that goes out to let you know that the class is about to go on in 15 minutes. And that is it, you guys. Have an amazing day, and thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope that you got value from today's class, and I will see you tonight. Bye, y'all.